Welcome to Boiling with Brionna and Ben.
Yeah, just friend for now. Maybe Megan will come. Maybe she won't. Who knows? So Megan will be coming on today's episode of Boiling with Brionna. We're gonna talk about things that boil our buttons.
Yep.
Do you want to go first? So the first thing that boils my buttons. So yesterday. Well, let's go back. Probably a couple weeks ago, we went to Walmart, and Kim got a bunch of these DVDs. $5, like, old, animated movie DVDs. And one of them was Barbie as Rapunzel. And we watched it last night. And that movie was horrible. I hated it so much. So
It was very disappointing because that was like one of my childhood favorite movies. Like that was like top 3 of my Barbie movies. And watching that, I was just like, this doesn't even make any sense. Why did I like this?
So, like, at one point, she, like, leaves the castle she's in and is in this field, and then these 3 little girls are, like, riding their horses, because, like, that's what rich people do. The little girl, is running to, like, some trees to get some apples, I think?
Yeah.
And she just falls in this hole that's, like, there. And she's, like, hanging on, like, barely, and Rapunzel's like, I'll get you. And, like, I was like, I had just been complaining that, like, she hadn't used her hair yet. And I was like, this is perfect. This would be the perfect time for her to use her hair. And she doesn't use her hair to save the girl. She just, like, grabs her hand. And I was so pissed at that.
Yeah, and, like, it was just barely too short, like, between their hands. So she's like, just hold on with one hand and just jump up and grab it. And she's like, I can't. She's like, I know you can. And it's like, no, you have, like, 6 feet of hair. Use it.
Yeah, it was so infuriating.
You're Rapunzel.
And then the only time she actually uses her hair is in a dream.
Yeah.
To, like, get the freaking Stefan up. And then, second of all, Stefan is freaking ugly. Like, you would think that he would be this, like, attractive dude. He's not.
Yeah, I think it was the haircut and the hair color.
Yeah, I just felt like the story didn't make much sense.
Yeah, and, like, why she was keeping her prisoner.
Yeah,
It was like, she would have been my daughter. It was like, okay.
Okay, so I thought it would have been really funny. So, like, the whole plot, I guess, is that there was, like, these 2 kingdoms, and then Stefan was, like, the prince, the son of the king in one kingdom, and then Rapunzel was the stolen daughter of another kingdom, and the kingdoms were fighting because the one kingdom thought that this kingdom took his daughter. And I thought for sure it was going to be revealed that at first I was like, oh, she's the daughter of the one king, and it's going to be revealed that her and Stefan are brother and sister. And then once it was revealed that she was the other king's daughter, it was like, oh, the kings are brothers, and then they're cousins, but they weren't. They were
united the kingdoms by love.
Yeah. Next point.
So you wanted them to be cousins or siblings,
but not get together.
I just thought it'd be really funny if it's like, oh, I'm in love with him, and it's like, that's your brother. So, next point.
The most handsome man I've ever seen. Oh my gosh. The only man she's ever seen.
Then the rabbit says that.
Yeah.
There's a car. Okay. At one point, what's the mom, like the evil mom's name?
Like,
Gothel?
Gothel, yeah.
So her name's Gothel, and she, like, cuts off Rapunzel's hair. So,
my God.
For the last bit, like, Rapunzel has, like, shorter hair. And then at their wedding, like,
Oh, you're just gonna skip over what she did with the hair?
No, that's a second point. So then, at their wedding, which I'm assuming isn't much later, because the children that are in the rest of the movie are still children, and all of a sudden, Rapunzel has her full length of hair back that took her entire life to grow. And I just don't think that's realistic. Next point.
She probably just glued it on.
Probably. So the next point. So Gothel cuts her hair off, and then uses her hair to trick Stefan into thinking that she's Rapunzel. First of all, that's so weird. Second of all, She looks nothing like him. Or like her. And that whole scene is so weird. Stefan is like, where are we going? I'm like following her and chasing her through this maze, and he's so excited. Like,
yeah, like what does he think is gonna happen?
Yeah, he's like, oh, we're playing games, cool.
What kind of games are we playing?
Yeah.
Rapunzel?
It was so weird. And there's just lots of like random like sounds that I feel like some of the characters make that's like, okay.
And even like when he's looking at her, like they stop in the middle of the like maze thing and they look straight at each other. And he's just like not even realizing this. And then she just takes off the hair and he's like, like really? She's like, what, 60? Like, she's friggin' old.
Yeah.
You can't, oh my gosh. And it's like, really, you talked with Rapunzel for hours, and you can't tell by her face that that's not her? I know, her hair. It's a, what did he call it? A beautiful giveaway or something like that?
Something like that, something stupid. So,
he just wants her for her hair.
Also, there was this stupid whole subplot with the dragon that I didn't give a crap about. I thought it was so stupid and pointless.
It's true.
And it's like, I feel like the father dragon was so like adamant like about being like committed to Gothel and like hating Rapunzel, and then like freaking Penelope like tells him this one thing and he's like a changed man.
Yeah.
At the end, and I think it's stupid.
She saved your life. She was free. She didn't have to come back.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
All these things I've said about you about being a scary dragon don't matter anymore because Rapunzel saved my life.
Yep.
And honestly, I don't know. The movie's so stupid. I hated it so much.
I mean, Kelly cared. The little girl in the beginning of the movie. She's like, what happened with Penelope and Hopi? Do we want to talk about Hopi?
Did we ever?
Oh, wait, Hobie. It's
Hobie.
We cannot figure out what the stupid freaking rabbit's name was.
We had to look it up.
And it was a stupid name.
It was Hobie.
Yeah. And I had another point, but I don't remember it now. It was just a really stupid... Oh, okay. So, like, that night, last night, I was in bed, and I was, like, scrolling through Tumblr, and I was like, I'm gonna look up Barbie Rapunzel and see, like, if anyone else has the same feelings that I do. They did not. Everyone was like, Barbie Rapunzel is the best movie ever, and that's the tea. And I was like, that is not the tea. That is some bullshit. It's a terrible movie. It's so bad. It's so bad. I feel like we're gonna get a lot of hate on this if people seem to love it so much.
Barbie as Rapunzel. Worst movie ever.
So I think that's all I have for Barbie as Rapunzel. Yeah. What do you have?
So last time we came to the hot tub, it was like, what, 11:30, and the pool closes at 12. And then some guy comes like 10 minutes later and is like, can you get out in like no, he said 5 minutes, because I want to close up. And we're like, sure, because we didn't realize what time it was. And we look at the friggin' clock and it's like 11:40. We're like, it's not even close. So that really sucked, because then we were freezing because we didn't have enough time to like overheat in here, so we could walk back and not be cold. Yeah, mine's not as heated as yours.
Yeah.
You got real heated about Barbie.
I did. What boils my buttons is when you have a thing you're supposed to do at a scheduled time every week, and then they don't show up, and they don't even tell you that they're not going to show up, and so you sit there waiting for like 20 minutes for them to show up, and then after you do the thing that you're waiting for them to come to, you find out that they're not coming because something happened, and you find out from someone else, and they never even told you. And also, they didn't even give you the right phone number, and so the person you're texting about all your problems that you're having isn't even the right person. So that kind of annoyed me. I hope she never watches this, because she'll know I'm talking about her. We had a really cool snowstorm today, and hail, and there was also lightning, and Isa did not like it.
Can you shut up? No one cares about your car. That's what boils my buttons.
I hate when classes have their tests on the same days, and then you have to study for everything at the same time.
I feel like it's not. It is!
So now it is boiling with friends. Not
bestest friend.
What boils your buttons, Megan? Did anyone skip out on a tip today?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, what'd you say? What'd you ask? This lady, I just hate women that are catty. Women that want you to like suck up to them when you're serving them.
Like a lesser of a person?
Like, I have to be so polite and so nice, and if I do one little thing wrong, then my tip goes down. And she made $2 on 34. I hate it when professors make exams over things that you never really even talked about in class. Yeah, that's all I have. I don't want to like call anyone out. Yeah, it's frustrating and like, yeah, because you feel like you can't do good no matter if you study or you don't, because yeah, it's just frustrating. I hate it when lights outside your building are just like blinking really fast,
Like a strobe light.
yeah, and
It's
no
gonna
one,
give me a seizure.
and no one does anything to fix it. Like that,
It's right there. If you're.
Yeah.
Oh, there's also one over there.
and there's also one on our building, and it's just really frustrating. This has been Boiling with Brianna and Friends.
Like, subscribe, leave a comment. If you would like a button, email us with what colors you would like for the 4D and the background. Or if you have a better design, you could tell us that and we'll try and do it. But the buttons are going to be like a lot better. So, yeah.
So that's it.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.